All right, good afternoon, everyone. Court will resume with the August 17th, 2022 docket. And we're going to be doing some jail cases. Who's coming in? Public defender, Mr. And who are we going to ask for first? I think it's going to be number 11. That'll be Jesus Alberto Cruz. Jesus Cruz.
He's coming, Judge.
All right, thank you. And the public defender is just connecting. He only has one case. Let me check. All right, Mr. Lopez, good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, Judge. Yes, I can hear you.
All right, we have an MTR here with Jesus Alberto Cruz.
Yes, Judge. I was able to see him earlier today. I signed him up. I don't know if Indigent has submitted the paperwork or the pretrial services, Your Honor.
Okay.
I don't see it on file at this time, Judge.
Okay, it's an MTR only, right? It's not another plea or anything like that?
No. Ms. Cantu, did pretrial services did it email it to you?
No, I don't believe it. Let me double check.
Okay.
No, I have not received it.
Okay.
Judge, if
Do you
I
have the recommendation there, Ms. Cantu?
Yes, Judge, it was going to be a time served recommendation.
Oh, okay. Wait, let's do the plea and then we can put the paperwork later. Yeah, we can do the plea. Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Cruz. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Truth, yes.
You may put your hand down. CR 21-08936D, Jesus Alberto Cruz. This is a revocation proceeding whereby the adult probation office and DA's office are both alleging that you violated your probation. You understand that?
Truth, yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that if the court finds that you did violate your probation, that the court may sentence you to the full amount of punishment that was probated back then when you pled guilty?
Yes.
All right. Has your attorney explained to you what are the conditions of probation that you allegedly violated?
Yes. True.
And do you understand them all pretty well?
Yes.
And what is your plea, sir? True or not true that you at least violated one of those conditions?
True.
And are you pleading true freely and voluntarily?
Yes. True. Free.
All right. All right. State.
The state offers waiver of rights, consent of stipulation of evidence, and plea of true to state's motion to revoke post-conviction community supervision as states Exhibit 1. The state also requests that defendant stipulate that he is the same defendant who was previously placed on probation.
Your Honor, just to put on the record, Your Honor, there was 2 violations alleged. Number 1, an 8B, and he's going to be pleading true to 8B, Judge. As of right now, number 1, that's still a case that's open and pending, Judge, out of the 332nd.
So you're saying true to 8B?
8B, that's correct. And that'll be
8B.
reflected on the paperwork, Your Honor.
Okay, 8B. All right.
So at this time, Judge, no objection to the exhibits offered. We stipulate to been in jurisdiction. We also stipulate that he's the same individual that was placed on or was on community supervision on this case, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. It'll be the finding of this court that Jesus Alberto Cruz did violate probation in CR 21-08936D, and a recommendation state.
State recommendation is a $100 fine. Court costs 180 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit for 180 days.
180 for 180?
Yes, Judge.
Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs. It'll be a time served. All right. It'll be time served. That'll do it, Mr. Cruz. You're excused. Have a good day, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Lopez, did you have another one? Is that it?
I think that's all I have, Judge.
All right. Thank you, sir. You're excused. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Mr. Ricardo Flores has Melissa Velis, and he has number 1, number 2, number 5,
I got it.
number 10.
Yeah. Mr. Flores, let's see.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I hope that you're doing as well as we are.
Oh,
Number 18.
yes, sir. We're doing pretty good here. Let me see. How many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have a total of 5 cases, Judge.
Number 18.
And number 18. All right, there you go. All right, I got him now. I got it now.
1, 2, 5, 10, and 18.
Okay, and that'll be Melissa Rocio Beliz.
That is correct, Judge. We had her in
Are
court
you
this
gonna do
morning.
this next?
Okay, state, is she gonna plead to all of them or any of this? Oh, we got motions to revoke, right?
Yes, Judge, the state will be filing motions to dismiss and recall capias on the MTRs in exchange for the plea to CR 22061690, that's the DWI. It's number 17 on the docket. That's the only one that's the plea.
That's the only plea?
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
It's an
let's
open
see.
plea.
Number 18.
Number 18, yeah, that'll be the plea, the only plea.
Excuse me, it's not an open plea, I apologize.
I'm sorry?
It's not an open plea, it's a regular plea, Judge.
Okay, all right, and it'll be number 18, I think, will be the only plea. All right, so then the other ones. Okay, let's see here, Melissa Rocio Beliz. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. CR 22061690. Melissa Rocio Beliz, you're charged DWI Class B misdemeanor. And it carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waive those two rights?
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as states Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Judge, we have no objection to state's evidence. We so agree to stipulate to.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation state.
The state's recommendation is a $300 fine, court costs 180 days, probated for 11 months, an alcohol class, MAD impact panel, 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, a mobile alcohol monitoring device for 6 months, and 20 community service hours.
And 20 community hours. All right. Is that the understanding, Mr. Flores?
That is correct, Judge.
$300 fine plus court costs 180 over 11 months. Alcohol classes, MAD impact panel, 180 days suspension of driver license. To run concurrent with any suspension out there, and then the interlock device for 6 months, and then 20 community hours. Court will hereby waive the 20 community hours.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir. Now we have some more cases. Let me hear them state.
Yes, Judge, the state will be filing a motion to dismiss and recall capias on CR 19-10949D, that's a criminal mischief, and CR 19-10950D, that's a burglary of vehicle. Additionally, the state will be filing a motion to dismiss on CR 20-09263D, that's a criminal trespass.
Okay.
And in addition, the state will be filing a motion to dismiss on CR 21-08673D as per felony plea in CR 17-0422A.
And the plea. All right, court will hereby will grant state's motions to dismiss in CR 19-10949D, 10950D. Those are the MTRs. They'll be dismissed. Furthermore, court will grant the motion to dismiss on CR 21-08673D, Melissa Rocio Beliz, that is dismissed. And CR 20-09263D, Melissa Beliz, that'll be dismissed. Did I cover them already? I think I did, right?
Yes, Judge, I believe so.
I think I got them already. Okay. So anything else, Mr. Flores?
Just one small nuance, Judge, that they run concurrent with any type of a punishment that she received in CR-170422A and or CR-1873-22-8.
Okay, are those felony cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then court will furthermore on the plea we'll waive any supervision fees.
We do appreciate it, Judge.
Yes, sir. That will be the judgment for Ms. Feliz, and you're excused. Okay, ma'am? Have a great day. Thank you.
And be excused, Judge.
Yes, sir. You have a great day too. Thank you.
You too,
Thank
Judge.
you.
Y'all take care and be safe.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Number 17 is Lily Gutierrez, Eric Perez.
Number 17, that'll be Eric Perez. And only one case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Eric Perez, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lily Gutierrez on behalf of Mr. Perez, and I'll wait till he
Okay.
gets
Now,
on.
he's got an high school, right?
Yes, he does, Your Honor. He's also a Spanish speaker. My issue with this case, Your Honor, is that I don't have a complete discovery on it. It is a DWI case. There are two issues. I have a limited packet. Oops, that's not it. With kind of a summary of what the trooper says occurred. And so he stopped for displaying a temporary tag incorrectly. So that's my first issue. I'd like to see how he was displaying this tag. And then also they claim that he did poorly on his standard field sobriety tests, as well as blew over 0.08. Because he's undocumented, I can't just, he's got some immigration consequences potentially. If the feds were to ever find him here again and then charge him, then he's going to get some criminal history points for this conviction. So I really need to do my due diligence, Your Honor.
So no plea today?
No plea.
There'll be no plea, and we have to give you a reset date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Awesome.
And
The state of the paper.
Okay.
Judge, just for the record, we have not received anything else from the arresting agency. There are two cases on our docket with the same situation where we've only received the jail packet.
Okay.
The arresting agency in both cases is DPS. And we apologize, we haven't received it from them.
Okay.
And just for the record, he's been in jail 41 days. and no
Yes.
report.
And for the record, he's been in jail 41 days.
yes, Your
And
Honor.
that's
And so that's causing a conflict for me, Your Honor, that he probably would be out already if he pled guilty. However, those immigration and federal consequences, I think, are more important.
Potentially there. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Don't plea today. We'll have to get a reset date
For
on
Next Wednesday, the
on
24th.
CR 2206 119D Eric Torres Perez. Reset to
The 24th at 2 p.m.
8/24 at 2 p.m. That's next
Very
week,
well, Your
right?
Honor.
August 24th, 2 p.m. State, you may want to hurry the DPS there on this one because it's done 41 days already.
Yes, Judge, I'll go ahead and contact them.
Okay, 8/24, 2 p.m. So for Mr. Torres, you want them in Spanish?
El caso de usted se va a cambiar para la próxima semana, para el 24 de agosto a las 2 de la tarde.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yes,
Thank you, Your
ma'am.
Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. You're excused. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
What do you want to get comments?
Dan Mora, it's the same issue.
Okay, Mr. Mora also has,
Number 19,
I mean, just one?
Roberto Hernandez.
That'll be number 19, Roberto Hernandez. Is it just one case, Mr. Mora?
Yes, sir, it is. Believe
Only
so.
one ca- Okay, one case for
The
Mr.
DWI.
Hernandez. Okay, I don't see any others. All right, let's see here, Mr. Mora. Please raise your right hand. You,
Judge, I don't believe we have paperwork on this yet.
This is the same issue as the one. before.
oh, this one too, no paperwork?
No, Judge, the reason why, I guess, we did get a recommendation. And the only reason is that this gentleman has been in there probably 30 days. He's got an ice hole. They're wanting him to do 11 months, classes. I mean, when we're done here, he's going to get sent to immigration and probably sit there for another 60 days and then get deported. So, I'm trying to get a time served. There was supposedly an accident going through the report, and I don't even think I think it was a minor accident. I don't even think there's going to be restitution if there's any. It's open. So that's my only concern, because they're going to want to put him in there for 11 months. He's not going to be able to comply.
Okay. On the accident, what was it, a tree or something?
Judge, our discovery is also very limited. It just says that it was a minor crash.
Okay.
We have not received more information from
We're
the
not really
arresting
there, right?
agency.
Next Wednesday.
Well, we're going to have a quick reset here. 8 what? 8/24,
8/24.
2 p.m. Let's try
We've also
8:20,
sent open plea paperwork, I'm sorry.
8:24, 2 p.m.
What is it? What she said?
On the, what about the paperwork, Ms. Cantu?
I'm sorry, Judge, I also sent open plea paperwork in addition to probation paperwork.
Is that what it wants for you to consider?
Right,
I think I only got the plea paperwork.
right. So on the plea, has he done the paperwork already in the plea?
No,
No,
sir.
Judge.
Because
Oh,
all I
okay.
had was the probation one.
Okay,
What I'm
but
looking
your issue or concern was that you wanted a time serve, right, sir?
Or correct, Judge. I mean, they're wanting him to do community
Said it
service
for
hours. There's not gonna, they're not
Okay,
gonna be able to comply.
how about if we set it for tomorrow?
At 10 a.m.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m.?
I don't know if I'll be able to get in there to get the paperwork, Judge, quick enough.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's,
Tomorrow's Thursdays, because we need to get these people out.
okay.
And the
So-
paperwork was sent at the same time as the probation plea work. I am re-forwarding it for your
Mhm.
review.
Are we gonna do more jail case tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Let's do some more, let's see if we can do it tomorrow.
I won't be able to get over there, Judge, to get him signed up because the misdemeanor paperwork, we gotta get him the thumbprint and do all, it's a little more,
Okay,
it's actually harder to do.
okay. Then next week. It'll be 8:24, but
22nd, Monday,
8:22nd,
2 p.m.
8:22nd, 2 p.m. Monday, 8:22nd, 2 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and that'll be on CR 2206 96090 Roberto Hernandez.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
You may be excused. Thank you, sir. All right, reset. Who do you want to call next?
We're waiting for lawyers.
Okay, at this time, we'll take a little short recess. We're waiting for some attorneys to check in. All right, good afternoon and welcome back, everybody. Court will resume with the August 17th, 2022 docket. And we have Mr. Sammy Palacios, who just checked in. And he represents Ricardo Perez.
Good afternoon, Judge Sunny Palacio, Mr. Perez.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. I know he's got a felony pending, right?
That's correct, Judge. He has a felony pending. We got Rex on 2 of the cases. One will be a time served and one will be a nine months probation. However, there are 2 more misdemeanors that we need either Rex on or wait for the felonies. I guess depending on how the state wants to proceed.
Yes,
On
Judge, is
these,
the felony pending out of the same transaction as 2 of the misdemeanors, so we have not sent a recommendation on those.
Okay. And I'd rather have everything done at the same time, Judge.
Okay, you want the whole enchilada?
Yes, please.
Okay, so today's got 3 cases, and I think there may be one more out there lurking.
It's got 4,
That's correct.
4 today?
14.
14, yeah, it should be 4 cases.
Okay, 14, 89. 89.
8,
and
9,
14.
12, and 14. Yes. 8, 9, 12, 14.
Oh yeah, 14. There we go. That's the one I was missing. Okay, so then in all 3 cases, you're not rated in, right, sir?
That's correct, Judge. I would like to see if we could handle all these at the same time.
Okay, we're gonna do a reset here on CR 21 08034D 035D and CR 21 10719D and CR 22 01511D. Yeah, there's 4 cases. And what is the felony charge?
It's a possession, Judge.
But it's correct. It's possession.
What?
Possession
I
of
didn't
controlled
hear.
substance.
Oh, possession of substance. Okay, there you go.
Is he able to post these bonds or? do they
Okay.
need to be lowered?
Yeah. Were you
And I'll
gonna
check with
be
the
ask,
felony division.
were you gonna ask for bond reductions on this one, Mr. Palacios?
Judge, in this case, let me try to see what the bonds are on these. Judge, let me hold off on this, Judge, because I don't want him to bond out of the misdemeanors and he's still held on bond on the felony. So let me see what I can do to move that case quickly and see what
Okay.
I can do on this.
Give me a date here. You know,
I
you think
don't want
next
him to
week
lose
we'll be
any
fine, or
credit for time served.
You want to do like next week or?
Right now, we have it set for January because of the felony, but we just wanted to see what
I know.
the problem was or why we
Do
did.
you have a date on the felony case by any chance?
No, Judge, it's still at
Judge,
intake.
it's still an
It's
intake.
still an intake. Okay, well then we're gonna do it.
On the first one, he's got a 5,000 cash surety.
Mhm.
That's on 08034D.
Right.
And then on the evading arrest, he has a 5,000 cash surety.
And on this one, man, on the evading arrest, same thing.
And then on the theft, he has a 2,000 cash surety. And then on the POM, he's got a 2,500 pure bond. Rick, can you tell me what the bond is on the felony?
Quickly.
It's showing 7,000 cash surety on the felony.
7,000 cash surety.
Oh, $7.
Mhm. So that's what I'm saying, you can reduce these and he can. post bond.
Judge,
Right.
yes. You know what I'm gonna respectfully ask that the court could reduce these to PR bonds and I'll work on the bond on the felony.
Yeah, get them out.
Okay. Okay, then on all of them, how many are there? 4, right? 1, 2.
One already has a pure bond.
One has a PR bond.
The POM already has a pure bond. So it's only 3.
Okay.
Possession of controlled substance, evading and resisting.
Okay, then on those, I can do a 1,000 PR bond.
Thank you, Judge.
Evading.
And we'll
If
follow-
Mr. Palacios can submit those orders,
Yes, sir. Submit
submit
those
them.
orders as soon as possible, Mr. Palacios.
and then. it's
We'll
with
submit
a
them within the
reset-
hour, Judge.
With a reset of January the 27th of next year.
Reset 1/27/2023. 1/27
Or, no,
2023.
I'm sorry, I think that's set for a tickler. I think that's on a Friday,
Okay, I'm sorry.
February 1st.
No, scratch that, Mr. Palacios. It'll be February the 1st.
2/21.
But if the
2/1.
felony is disposed of before.
Yeah, it'll be 2/1/23 at what time?
9 AM.
9 a.m. pre-trial.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Judge.
of course, if you handle that felony case earlier, we'll bump it up.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so
Thank you,
1,000
Judge.
PR bond on all 3. Okay, you're
Thank you,
excused.
Judge.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You have a wonderful day, Judge.
All right. So that'll do it for Mr. Ricardo Perez. We're going to issue him PR bonds on his 3 remaining cases, okay? All right. Thank you, sir. Your excuse, Mr. Perez. Who else are we going to call?
Juan Alvarez
See,
is connecting.
okay. Okay, he's got
Alejandra Alvarado.
how many of those?
She just got released, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, the state filed a motion to dismiss and recall KPS.
Okay, so that got dismissed. Number 15 got dismissed.
Number 15 got dismissed.
But they also have Victor Fuente.
Okay, let me see. J.
Is that Alejandro Alvarado? Your Honor, that's my client.
Okay, dismissed on this one. You said Alejandro Alvarado? Alejandra.
There's 2 cases where they both.
Yes, sir.
Number 4. And number 15.
Those were dismissed.
I don't know. Were they?
State. On Alejandra Alvarado, CR 20-05-218D.
Yes,
That
Judge,
also got,
let me double check on the, there's a possession of marijuana. Let me double check to see if we filed a dismissal on that.
it's an MTR. This one.
The
It doesn't
CR
have-
number on that one is CR 22-05134D.
Now, she also has an MTR, Kelsey, number 4. CR
Yes, on that one, we did file a
20-05-20.
motion to dismiss and recall KPS. That has been signed.
That's the one that's going to get dismissed?
Yes,
The MTR on CR 20-05-218D, Alejandra Alvarado. And then we have number 15, CR 22-05-134D, the POM.
Is that a plea?
That's going to be a plea?
no, Judge, I don't believe I have paperwork on this one.
No,
She wasn't being held in jail on this charge, Judge. But I haven't received paperwork on this one. We did send
She-
paperwork
she
for
didn't-
time served.
she didn't want to take it when we spoke to her, Your Honor, and she wanted to bond out. Obviously, bonded out, but she refused paperwork. She did not want to take the plea.
I'm sorry. So she bonded out already?
My understanding, that's what the state announced. I thought she was still in jail.
Okay, I don't see her there.
That's what the jail said.
No,
Okay.
she just bonded out, right when we were gonna take her out for court. She was
Okay.
bonding out at that time.
Okay, so she's out already. You want to do a pretrial date now?
August 31st,
August 31st?
3 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
3 p.m. August 31st, 3 p.m. for CR 22-05-134D, Alejandra Alvarado. Okay?
And they also have another one.
Okay, let's see another one here. There may be another one here, Mr. I think the other one is Victor Ocampo Puente. Represented by
sir.
Melissa
Yeah.
Canales on this one.
This is a case he pled on a felony, Your Honor.
Okay,
He had retained counsel Rogelio Solis.
Solis.
Yeah, and he played on that one. I'm not sure if he got retained on this particular case. I was appointed on this particular case. And I think it's an accident involving damage.
Yes,
He may have been already sentenced, I believe, to some time. Is that correct, Ms. Cantu?
Yes,
I
Judge, he's
think-
been in jail for 269 days.
And I think he pled to 5 years. I think Mr. Solis pled him out. So I'm assuming he's gonna. It could be a time served or a time rec or whatever they want to do in this case.
what would be the rec on this one, Ms. Cantu?
There is restitution pending, Judge. So the recommendation in the paperwork we sent out reflects 6 months probation.
It'll be probation because of restitution?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he got sentenced to 5 years, so he's not going to report, obviously. So we're setting him up for failure. They can get a judgment with due and owing, but
Right. That we can do, a judgment with due and owing. Do you have an amount of restitution, Ms. Cantu?
No, Judge, the restitution is open at this point.
Okay, so we need to,
We'll reset it for Monday because if not, they're gonna take him. If he's already been sentenced, they're gonna
we're
take him. and then
we're gonna
release
lose,
him.
we're gonna lose the number here. We're gonna-
So if you can call the victim, Kelsey.
Yes,
Yeah,
try
so
to
we
get a
can-
number because at the worst case scenario here is do a time served with due and owing.
Yes, we'll be sending open plea paperwork as well.
Thank you.
It'll be for what?
For Monday.
For Monday?
2 p.m.
Which is
Okay.
at 8:22?
8:22
8:22, how much, 3 p.m.?
at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
You got it,
8:22, 2 p.m., Mr. Alvarez, okay, sir? On
Got it, Your
Victor
Honor.
Ocampo Puente, CR
Yes, sir.
2106-740D. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir, thank you, you may be excused.
Thank you.
What do we got?
Number 16.
Number 16, give me a name here, that'll be Jose Antonio Briones.
Good afternoon, Judge Christina Saldivar here for Mr. Briones.
Yes, ma'am, good afternoon. It'll be a plea, right, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
I haven't received paperwork. Is it e-filed?
I just got it. I don't know if it's been accepted yet. I just got back from having him sign.
No, it hasn't been filed yet, Judge, but it is an open plea.
Okay. Okay, let's do the plea and then I guess the paperwork can be done immediately after. Let me see here. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony
Juro que el testimonio que vas a
you're
dar
about
es
to
la
give will
verdad,
be the truth,
solamente
the whole
la
truth,
verdad y
nothing
nada
but
más
the
que
truth.
la verdad. ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
And
¿Puedes
you-
bajar la mano?
CR 2205-660. CR 2205-663D. Jose Antonio Briones, assault case, assault, class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand
En
that?
el caso tuyo, CR 22056663D, José Antonio Flores Briones, te acusan de una clase A. Bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $4,000 y no más de un año en la cárcel. La pregunta es, ¿comprendes eso sí o no?
Sí, comprendo.
Yes, I understand.
All right, you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those two rights?
Tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso. También tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que has rechazado esos dos derechos?
No, todo bien.
Esos son los documentos que le acabas de firmar a la abogada. ¿Es correcto eso sí o no?
Es correcto.
That's correct.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
No.
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 You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
¿Comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable? ¿Comprendes eso sí o no?
Comprendo.
I understand.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plead guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization under federal law?
Y comprendes que si te declaras culpable y no eres ciudadano de este país, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso sí o no?
Comprendo.
I understand.
And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogada?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, and how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not
¿Y
guilty?
cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Y te estás declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
So stipulated and no
And with-
objection.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation state.
The state's recommendation is a $400 fine, court costs, 1 year probated for 22 months, an anger management course, a life skills course, 30 community service hours, open restitution to victim Monica Lara, and no harmful contact with the victim Monica Lara.
Monica Lara, we're gonna need a restitution hearing.
Yes, Judge.
Give me a date. September 12th. 3 p.m. September 12th, 3 p.m. for restitution in cases, restitution hearing for Monica Lara. And
Judge, if I
how long
may,
yes, ma'am.
if I may, Judge, Mr. Briones has been in jail 66 days. This does carry a maximum penalty of 1 year. However, Mr. Briones does have an ICE hold. He also has a 3-year-old daughter with Miss Nava, and at the time of arrest, he was the only person with income in the household. He would like to request time served for his 66 days so he could go ahead and get deported, get back to work, and start supporting his family again.
All right, and
67 days.
it'll be 67, I think now. All right, no fine, no court costs. 67 days in jail, credit for 67. It'll be time served with no harmful contact with, did you say Monica Lara?
Yes, Judge, LARA.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Judge. I believe I said Nava.
Right,
Apologies.
I heard Nava. Okay, Monica Lara. So time served, but with no harmful contact with Monica Lara. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
No say in Spanish.
El juez te va a dar tiempo servido a 67 días, crédito por 67 días. Es importante que no lastimes a Mónica Lara.
Okay.
Okay, tiempo servido. Thank you, sir. You may be excused. All right, thank you, ma'am. You're excused. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Mr. Morales.
Mr. Morales, I think you represents, is it Teresa Cano?
Yes, Your Honor.
Teresa Cano, right?
Teresa Cano, yes.
All right. And she's got, let's see, I think she's got a few cases. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's got 4 cases.
4 cases state. Will it be a plea on all 4 of them?
Judge, it'll be a plea on CR 20-10576B, that's a DWI. It will also be a plea on CR 21-12623D, that's an assault.
Okay.
And a plea on CR 22-07314D, that's also an assault. And the state will be filing a motion to dismiss on CR 19-14959D, that's a fail to ID.
Okay. Yeah, it will be number 20. All right, it'll be 3 pleas and 1 dismissal.
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's see a plea. Oh, here we go. All right, a plea and a plea. All right. Okay, it'll be a plea on 3 cases and 1 dismissal, right? I think I said that already.
Yes, Judge.
All right, I think we're ready, Mr. Morales. And that'll be for Teresa Francis Cano, right?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. CR 20-105-76D, Teresa Francis Cano, DWI, Class B misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes.
And then let's look at another one here. CR 21-12-623D, Teresa Francis Cano, assault Class A misdemeanor. That carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
And in the third case on the police, CR 22-07-314D, Teresa Francis Cano, also assault Class A misdemeanor. That also carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, for all 3 cases, you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those 2 rights?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is your plea, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily on all 3 cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
State offers plea documents and offense reports as states Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures of states Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states Exhibit 4. The state also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state further requests that defense counsel stipulate that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
Having reviewed all exhibits with my client, I have no objection and so agree to stipulate to venue and jurisdiction and that the evidence is sufficient to support the plea.
And without objection, so admitted. It will be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged on all 3 cause numbers CR 20-105-76D, CR 21-126-23D, and in CR 22-07-314D. All right, and recommendations, let's see, beginning with the first one, CR 20-105-76D.
The state's recommendation is a $100 fine, court costs, and 173 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit for 173 days.
All right, court will hereby waive the fine and court costs. That'll be a time served. And then CR 21-12-623D, assault.
The state's recommendation is a $100 fine, court costs, 16 days in Hidalgo County Jail with credit for 16 days.
16 for 16?
Yes, Judge.
Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because of the time in jail. That'll be a time served. Then the third plea, CR 22-07-314D.
The state's recommendation is a $100 fine, court costs 1 year, probated for 20 months, anger management by Mujeres Unidas, and no harmful contact with the victim, Daniel Sontoya, and 30 community service hours as well.
And community hours, okay. All right, on this one, court will waive the fine and court costs. It'll be the 20 months probation, anger management, or I'm sorry, anger management with Mujeres Unidas.
Yes, Judge.
No harmful contact with the victim. And what was the name of it again?
Daniel Sontoya, Sontoya.
Sontoya, okay. All right, and then waive the community hours. No community hours. All three will run concurrent, of course, two are time served. And then we have a fourth case. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge, the state has filed a motion to dismiss on CR 19-14959D. That's a fail to ID.
Court will hereby grant the motion to dismiss in CR 19-14-959D, State versus Teresa Cano. This case is hereby dismissed. Fourth case got dismissed. Anything else, Mr. Morales?
No, Your Honor.
All right, that'll do it. Your excuse. Have a good day. Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Judge, likewise.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Ms. Melisandre has number 21. I think it's an announcement. They agreed on 15.
Isn't it, oh, number 21? Oh, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me see here. Miss Melisandra Mendoza, we have an announcement or something on CR 22-07-345D. Crystal Dale Ramirez.
That is correct, Your Honor. Good afternoon. For the court's consideration and approval, Your Honor, we have conferred with the state and we have an agreed bond reduction for a 1,500 cash surety bond.
1,500
Cash surety, yes, Your Honor.
cash surety bond.
Yes,
Agreed.
that's for the court's consideration.
Okay, it'll be approved here. $1,500 cash surety on CR
Thank you.
22-07-345D. Crystal Ramirez. I think that's it.
Thank you.
Yes.
We need to reset date that.
Oh, yeah.
has Rick or Rachel
The reset date.
for this one. Rachel.
Yes, ma'am, we can do September the 14th at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Is there a felony pending on this one?
Yes, ma'am. And the felony has not yet been indicted. No, I'm sorry. The felony has been indicted. We're waiting for discovery. We've already made the request. However, it has not been tendered over to us. So I'm not sure that the case will get resolved while.
We need something next year, Rachel.
It'll be February 1st. There you go, February 1st. It'll be changed to February the 1st.
Okay.
2023, 9 a.m. Pre-trial, February the 1st, 2023, 9 a.m. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, I also do have a plea for the court's consideration. Do I log in with a new, with the ID for that particular client?
It'll be the new.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it'll be with a new one. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, then let me go ahead and log out.
Is your client there with you right now?
No, I'm actually at the courthouse because I was with jury selection.
Right,
But
okay.
he should be logged into Zoom right now.
Yeah, okay. That's why we need to get, all of us need to come back at 3 o'clock.
Okay,
Okay, including your client. Okay, thank you.
thank you so much. I appreciate your courtesy.
Yes, yes.